I am going to attempt to make a hat. Now, I don't really know how this is going to turn out. I don't even know if it's going to turn out. Okay? We're just going to try it and we're going to go for it. Okay? And, you know, we're just going to see how it works out. So, if you're new here, thank you for stopping by the channel. Please consider liking the video, sharing out the video, leaving me a comment, because I do answer every single one of them. So right here, what I'm trying to do, there we go, is I'm gonna fill this up with the 𝐂𝐸6000 right here when it's time. So I just put that little, you get a pack of them, I think it's called Crystal FX, and you can get these syringes specifically for you know, 𝐂𝐸6000 and other things to attach your rhinestones with. So we are going to be working on this hat. I've already cut my name out on this puff. Now, I really don't want it to be puff, but that's what I have. So like I said, we're just gonna work with it. And let me bring y'all back some. Okay, so I have printed this out right here. This is specifically made for the Hobby Lobby brand trucker hats, okay? So I have printed this out. This is not sublimation. This is a heat transfer paper. I will definitely link it in the description box below. I did not use my cutter to cut this like I should have. I just kind of went with it by hand. And yeah, we gonna rock with it, okay? Now the only thing I did not see on this heat transfer paper was directions. So I'm assuming that I'm supposed to scan this barcode. I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to do. But yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're going to be ghetto a little bit, and we are going to look up the directions for it, because I don't know. Let's see. I'm on my iPad and we're just gonna look those up real quick and see what they say. So that is the heat transfer paper, and we're gonna look for the temp. Okay, so either this hat is gonna work or it ain't. Okay, so it says the recommended temperature is 285 to 320. So I'm using my Cricut Easy Press, so that's what we're gonna go with. Hey Brody, hi. All right, so we're going to welcome in. So we're going to attempt this, okay? Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, beautiful. Thank you, Brody. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the backing off of this. The backing off of this heat transfer paper. Now, we're probably going to still end up cutting this down because, like I said, your girl did not... I cut this by hand. So, there's that, right? There is that. I cut it by hand. Now, I'm trying to see. Trying to see where a weeding tool is. If I didn't need one right now, I would have one. Why I got a screwdriver, y'all? What is a screwdriver gonna do? Let's see what we can do. Okay, it looks like it's pretty easy to just kind of pop apart. So there we go, okay? And you're just gonna peel it off the back. Now, this uses, like I said, an inkjet printer, not sublimation, okay? This is not sublimation. Oh, thank you, Queen. Yes, I am. All right. So there we go. All right, so there we have it right here. And she is correct. There's my husband right there. Okay. All right, so here we go. Now what we're gonna do is I'm working with very limited room. So there's that. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna unplug some stuff and we're gonna turn on our heat press over here and let this heat up. In the meantime, what you want to do is you want to take your hat and you want to kind of line this up. So remember we had the paper on there and it looked like it wasn't going to fit, but I think it is going to fit. Yep, that's going to fit. So it's going to look something like this. Now I started to get a hat chain and all of that other good stuff, but I think I'm just going to use, yeah, I think that's going to be all right, y'all. I'm going to, think I'm going to use these Preciosa, whatever, however you say it, Preciosa stones. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right. So, wow. That dropped in the comments real fast. I mean, they started leaving the chat real fast. What was that all about? A troll, I guess. I don't know. All right. So there's that. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to put this Teflon sheet over this. This is ready to go. And you don't want to keep it in the same area, okay? You just want to, in fact, let me kind of lift this up. I think this is my, this is not the one I meant to get. Hold on, y'all. That's not the one I meant to get. But it's working. It's working, so we're just going to go with it. It's working. So we're just going to go with it. And it's probably, it probably was easier to use this one anyway because, I mean, it's strictly for a hat. But, all right, so let's come on around here. And I'm just using the Teflon sheet to kind of keep me grounded. I'm trying to keep in frame too, y'all. Bear with me here. Like I said, I'm working with limited. Ooh, no. Working with limited space. All right, here we go. Okay. And see how it's coming in. So we're just going to keep working it, okay? Just going to keep working it. And what I want to do is make sure that I run my finger. And if I have to cut some of that off, that's fine. Which, my little thingy just hit the floor. My little Teflon sheet. I think I'm going to take my Teflon sheet and I'm going to cut it in half. I have so many of these. Cutting one ain't gonna hurt it. I promise it ain't gonna hurt. Okay. So, there we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Ooh, I'm trying not to get burned at the same time, y'all. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And you don't want to melt the hat part itself. Hey, Tampa. Hey, cousin. All right. Oops. And see how I got that up here? So we're going to have to, before it get too warm, hot, we're going to cut that off right there. Because I don't want that way up there. So let's cut this off right here. We ain't got to cut much. There we go. Ooh, that adhesive on there is real good. So we're just going to press the rest of this down like so. I'm going to run my finger. I'm going to pull this last little piece off right there. And I'm going to just run my finger under here so that we can make everything else stretch right there. All right, so I'm going to take this out of frame for just a second. Well, maybe not all the way. I can't talk today, y'all. Okay, so here we go. And that's all you have to do. Just cut it down because I know like sometimes you can think, you know, that you're measuring something all the way, and sometimes it just doesn't, still just doesn't work out. All right, so like right here, I could just make this go around. Nah, we're gonna cut that off. Okay, so where you have extra, you just want to trim it, okay? So all I'm doing is just taking the scissors and I'm gonna cut that excess off. Okay, just like so. And then we're gonna put the press right back there. Tampa, they had Atlanta hot today with that going to that Georgia Bulldog game. Traffic was like, whoa. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna move on over here on this side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my nail to line this up. And then I'll cut off whatever excess we need. And you can stretch this a little if you need to. It is stretchable. Okay. So this heat transfer paper, I love it. And I've had the heat transfer paper and these hats for God knows how long. And I thought like, whoa, I had a little idea and was like, let me try it. So like I was saying when I first came on, I didn't know if this was really going to work or not. But I think it's going to work. Sorry, I'm out of frame. Hold tight. Hold, please. Now, I will say you got to make sure you line this up all the way because I can see where I'm a little bit short, but it'll be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right. Boom. Let's see if we got it. Not all the way. Not all the way. Hold on. Oh, I can cut this little area off right there. All right. Ooh, I cut too much off. Oh, well. It's just a hat, right? I'm just trying it. So, I don't know what I got to do for the next time. All right, y'all. So, you want to rub in those little creases. Now, I'm going to... Okay, yeah, that did it. That looks pretty good. Cut all this little excess. Just look around your hat. And if you have excess, cut it off. And if you don't, that's good too. Okay. So, I think I can just kind of lay this down like so. Any other time, if I was right here, I would have 1,001 clips, but I don't. So, I guess you could clip like the Teflon sheet on it and then kind of go back and forth with your hat heat press. Okay. And I didn't quite catch the bottom, so I'm going to go over the bottom. All right, so that's what we have so far. What y'all think? I know, right? Always the traffic is just terrible. All right, so that's what we got so far. I think it looks okay. It ain't the best, but hey, we just trying to figure this out. So then I'm going to kind of put my name. Something like that. So let's grab our Teflon sheet back. And we're just going to go over it. Now, this is puff, but I really don't want it to puff. I just want it to kind of lay down on the hat, but this is all I had. So I'm hoping it don't puff because I'm not putting a lot of pressure. Oh, and of course, it's going to puff because I didn't want it to puff. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. It's going to puff. Or maybe it might. It looked like it's trying to puff, y'all. So we're just going to pull it up. Yep, it tried to puff. Hold on. That didn't get all the way down. Bear with me a second. And this one I probably should have brought up just a little bit more, but hey. Okay. It's puffing, but I didn't want it to puff. cool it down a little bit. Ooh. All right. So it started trying to puff, but I'm okay with that. Thank you. All right, so there's that part. All right, so we're gonna put I'm gonna have to go back over this part over here in a little bit, but for right now, this is what we got. I'm gonna put this piece back in the hat because I don't want any like we're about to mess with this glue. Hey babe, can you bring me a pair of gloves, please? Just because I don't want this this stuff all over my hands, this glue. All right, y'all, so I'm using 𝐂_6000. Everything that I can link in the comment section, in the description box below, I will link. It will be an Amazon affiliate link, or it might be an Atlanta Vinyl link, because that's what it, yeah, it will be Atlanta Vinyl, because I think this is where Atlanta Vinyl came, it came from Atlanta Vinyl. So, all right, and when you're working with this, you want to make sure that you're always using gloves because you want to protect what is going into your body. Okay, and babe, one more thing, a piece of that little wax paper. A piece of that little wax paper over there up under the aluminum foil. Up under the aluminum foil, because I don't want nothing on this table either. And you, thank you. And y'all want to always, y'all always want to, always plastic. You want to protect your surface always too. Let's see if I can get this to do right. Course not. Course not. There we go. Oops. Now if I could have got it to unravel the right way. So all this is just plastic wax paper. I think I got this from like Target. Yep, Target. And all I'm gonna do is put it right here. I'm gonna take this and put it, so at least now I kind of have an idea that my idea that I'm thinking will work. So I think when I redo this, it will definitely be a better tutorial. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and take the whatchamacallit out of there. Uh-oh. Ooh. And if y'all know about this 𝐂_6000, baby, if you know, you know. This stuff right here, I'm not going to put a whole lot in there because, oops, yikes. It doesn't take a whole lot, really. And that right there is probably more than enough. And I'm going to just wipe that off on my plastic and close this up. Okay. Put that like so. And just kind of make everything come down. Oops, there we go. All right, so it's now in. I'm gonna leave that like so. I'm gonna open up these Preciosa, however you say it, y'all, stones from Hobby Lobby. You can order these in bulk if you'd like. You just have to source them. Oh my goodness. Why is stuff so hard to open today? Okay, here we go. All right. Now, I'm just going to kind of lay that like so. And I'm going to grab the hat. And I hope these stones let me be great. I'm going to put this on my lap because I know glue got up here somewhere. So I'm just going to try, and I don't know if this is going to actually work the way I want it to work though. So all I'm doing, I'm just going to put, the idea is just to put a drop, y'all. Not a whole bunch. I probably need to get a pair of tweezers. Let me see where some is. Don't know. But there we go. We're just going to kind of plot these randomly, okay? That's what we're going to do. Put these random all over the hat. So I'm going to try to stay in frame all while doing this at the same time. Let me see. Maybe if I... Maybe if I do it like that. All right. One of these gloves got to come off. One of these gloves got to come off. All right. Here we go. There we go. That's better. And... Yep. So see y'all. So you can do it, I guess, like I'm doing it. You just 𝐂𝐶 does dry fast. So you want to move fast. Okay? Y'all liking this? What y'all think? I do have 2 packs of these because, I mean, for $13, you don't get many. You don't get many. Uh-oh. Oops. Yikes. And you just kind of want to randomly, like I said, randomly space them. You don't need a whole lot of 𝐂𝐶. I promise you will quickly find out the hard way that if you put a lot, can y'all see? Thank y'all. Okay, here we go. That's better. Y'all can see a little better now. And I'm just kind of, like I said, there's no rhyme or reason that I'm placing them where I'm placing them other than I'm just placing them. Oops, and I got 𝐂𝐶 on my nail. That's okay. There we go. And I'm also going to use like the heat gun as well on these to help this 𝐂𝐶 dry. Uh-oh, girl. No, baby. I should have moved that one a little further over, but again, this is trial and error right now. Because I really didn't know if this was going to work. I just kind of had an idea. And I'm like, let's try it. Maybe this 𝐂𝐶 is 𝐂𝐶 in it. Okay. I mean, you can, you know, if you want to make these in a pattern, you can make them in a pattern. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Hey, Donzel. All right. So let's open up this other pack of these big ones. And I think I'm going to add some little ones. I'm going to just move this over like that for a second. Think I'm going to see if I can get some of these big ones like right here in the at the bottom. But let me turn this back on real quick and make sure I catch this bottom real good before I before I put them stones right there. So we're going to heat our heat press back up real quick while I'm opening these up. You can't do the 𝐂_6000. Girl, listen. It's about to take me out. I usually don't deal with 𝐂_6000 much either, but I really didn't know. And my bling, my 𝐂𝐓, I have no idea, like, really where it is at the moment. Because when I say packing up stuff, baby, I'm packing it up. And don't know where stuff really is at the moment. All right, so all I'm doing is just taking this heat press, hat press, and just kind of trying to smooth that over on that side. Whoa. Okay. All right. So I think that's the best we're going to get that part. Now let's see. I don't know. First of all, let me see if these going to be too big. Oh, Jesus, I dropped one. Hold on, y'all. I got to get that because for $12.99 and you don't get many. Okay, I got it. Let's see. I don't know. Come on here. Nah, I don't like that. I don't think. Do we like that? Oh, no. I think I'm gonna get the bling. Yeah, I'm just gonna order the bling chain to go around here and all the way around here. So we just gonna keep blinging up the top of the head up here with these what we got left, and I'm gonna order the a bling chain from Amazon for hats. I just think that will work better. Okay. All right, and like I said, we're just randomly placing these stones. If you can't see, I apologize. Y'all working on anything today? My butt should be asleep because I gotta be to work early tonight. Go pull my load early tonight. So I'm about to, when I finish this, I'm gonna take my butt to bed. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Y'all, the wind blowing so hard outside, I can hear the leaves moving. Now, y'all know that's bad. Whoops. Girl. That stone was not trying to get on there. So this is what we looking like, y'all. It took me out. My husband had to take me to urgent care. Oh, my Lord. Mattis lemonade stand. No, it's not printable vinyl. It is well, you do print on it, but I guess it's called printable heat transfer vinyl or something like that. So I guess, yeah, in a sense, yeah, you're right. I had to think about that. Yep, printable heat transfer vinyl. And when you start getting a clog, y'all, just kind of wipe it off on whatever, because you want this glue to be just the glue, no clumps, no none of that. Okay. And I'm just kind of turning these stones. And I have some little filler stones if I need to put some in there. I do have some little filler stones. But these, and I can tell, like, even though these stones came from Hobby Lobby, these precious stones are of real high quality. So I'm loving that. They are of real high quality, because I was like, $12.99, baby, let me do the research. So I started looking, and I read the facets and all of that, and yeah, they said they were really high, really, high quality. So I went on and paid the $12.99 a pack for them. What y'all think? How we looking? Do I need to add some filler stones in there? Thank you. Hey, 𝐂𝐓𝐇. Hey, welcome. Welcome to anybody that I might have missed coming in. So let me move this out of the way, y'all, because I don't want glue on this hat. So let me take this E6000. Actually, let me see. Okay, it's okay. Now, I'm going to try to savor this E6000 in this plastic. Okay, thank you, Donzel. So I'm going to wrap the E6000 in this plastic wrap to try and savor it from getting a, just try to save it as long as you can, because I mean, $3.99 in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but when you have to keep adding or keep buying the same thing over and over again, it does start adding up. And I'm gonna move these out of the way, and then I'm gonna show y'all our final product. Let me put these up too. I'm just trying to get mess out of our way, y'all. So when we show the final product, we'll be able to see. And I'm gonna go through everything that that I used today as well, so that, and I'll link what I can in the description box below. All right, so before we get into the final reveal, this is it's Atlanta Vinyl's version of the heat transfer puff, and it is called, I think this is the color wine, but let me make sure, let me look at it. Yep, Wine Glitter Parakeet 3D Puff Heat Transfer Vinyl. This is from Atlanta Vinyl. I will leave a link for this in the description box below. Now, I want y'all to take note, anything that I leave in the description box below, it is probably an affiliate link. I do appreciate you using my link. It won't cost you anything extra. So you can get this wine color among other colors from Atlanta Vinyl. We used clear transparent E6000, and then we bought those little syringe things from 𝐊𝐈𝐓𝐇. These are Preciosha stones from 𝐊𝐈𝐓𝐇. Dang, I tore the facets off, so I can't see now. And then this is heat transfer vinyl from Tech Wrap. I will leave the link for that as well in the description box below. And this is what we got, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all like that? Just got back from Sam's Club. They have 50-inch TV for $128. Yeah, I know. I got one too. I got one too. Thank y'all. Yep. So this is what we got, y'all. This is our final product. Thank y'all. So yep, so this is what we got. So like I said, I'll leave the link in the description box below for y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with your girl. This was just a quick video. I just wanted to see if this idea was going to work. So next time we'll add, because I have a template made for this part up here, so we'll do something different on the other part. But I think that turned out pretty daggone cute. So until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. I bought 3 Christmas presents. Okay, period then. That ain't a bad Christmas present, a 50-inch TV. That is not bad. All right, y'all have a good one. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.